Bam! What's up, YouTube? Today we're just going to quickly go over. I got myself a little 10 win streak for World Tournament this time around. I haven't finished yet, obviously. I'm just taking the opportunity to say, like, you know, let's go get our legend cards right. And I just want to go through the strategy that I did use this time around. Modified the one I was trying from last World Tournament where RNG and errors messed me up a bit. And this time around, things worked out a lot better. There were no errors. And yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go over these 10 matches before I, have to continue anymore with my battle record and bury them, right? So we'll just skip past these ranked matches from today and the dire battles. Now, from the top here, we are going to go over a couple of these matches. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys quickly the pick ban strategy that I was personally using, and we'll talk about why that's important. So let's head down to the very first one. I'll show you guys exactly what I do for each of these matches. So I've got Apex here. Now, a lot of these people were only around 3k to 3200 range. And then as I got to about, I think Win 7 was when I started running into the Conquerors and Fighters and previous, obviously people with much better units. But we'll go over these quickly, right? And I'll show you guys the pick ban phase. Now, as some of you remember, I have a Woosa with a Legend Stone. So what I did this time around, I just threw in my regular dot comp that I use, so Beretta and Kobold. And normally I'd have Sierra here, because I have the Purple Stone Sierra, right? 3 mana cost Sierra. And as you can see, the very first ban was the Woosa with the Legend Stone, because people are scared of the Legend Stone. I don't really use Woosa much, and I tried to use Woosa a lot last time, and it didn't work out too much. Now, as you can see here, this guy has no clans, no nothing. I picked Sierra and Perna. I put Perna in slot 5 because that gives the backline a bit more staying power once we've worked our way through the back line, right? Now I'll show you guys this next one with Luca. And it's pretty much the same thing. As you can see, once again, no clans, no transfer from this guy either. Now, as I'm going in, I don't know if he has either of those spell cards, obviously. So if you do run into a dot comp, you can change your spell cards, just so you guys are aware. Now, you see here, he got rid of the Kona and the Beretta. And once again, this is how I changed up my comp this time, right? So I'm stuck with the Woosa, obviously, and Woosa is not very good against these single target type comps because he'll use his shield and then the single target units will pop you, right? So I'll pause this here quickly. As you can see once again, Perna, Sierra, and I have no Konamiya this time, right? However, I did obviously win this match. I got Perna off a couple of times, and then I Sierra'd them, plus the bombs. He has no cleanse and transfer, so it was at quite a disadvantage. And Woosa, the Legend Rune helps a little bit, but not a lot against the single targets, right? So we'll move on to the next one with Nikki here. Once again, you can see, same strategy. Woosa with the Legend Stone. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, obviously, a lot of you, most of you, aren't going to have a Woosa with Legend Stone. Woosa's not, to get banned. However, what's important is to know which of your units is the most threatening, which unit are people going to be afraid of and are most likely to ban, right? Even if you don't plan on using that unit, you need to think, okay, which of these units are people going to be afraid of and which one are they going to force the ban on, right? Now, as you can see, I didn't ban this guy, any of this guy's units, because again, he has no cleanse. He has the spell cleanse, but he has no cleanser unit. And yeah, things worked out once again with Perna. Like right here, he got rid of John, and now I've got 3 dot units plus Rakuni to lower the mana cost when I can, and Bernard for the speed up boost, right? So what's important here is knowing which unit is your opponent going to be afraid of. So if I was to have Sierra in this comp instead of Woosa, right, when we start, what's going to happen here is Sierra is going to get first banned. In most cases, it would be Sierra Beretta getting banned, or Sierra and Kobold, or Sierra and John, or Sierra and Konamiya. But in most cases, it would be Sierra and Beretta. So once again, you can see, like, I just went ahead and I banned the McKean. Normally, if they've only got one cleanser, I don't worry about it, because they'll just replace that cleanser. But for this particular world tournament, I did, you know, I did bother. And once again, you can see that with Wusa gone, Sierra's come in. Now I've got my Perna, and he does have his Wusa. However, as you guys might have seen in a previous video, what I do for this is now I have 3 dot units plus Rakuni. I bait the Wusa, of course, and then I'll Sierra it away, or I'll hold on to it and wait, and then I'll put more dots out. So like by the time my mana bar is full up, the Wusa buff is gone, right? That's generally how I work it. And then I'll just spam them with dots, and if they try to cleanse or transfer in the meantime, I'll try and use the Sierra to prevent it, right? Now, let's see. Next guy. Once again, same thing. We head in there with the Wusa, and I believe this guy doesn't ban. I don't think he bans the Wusa. I think we have him go in there. Let's see. There you go. So he gets rid of Kobold and Beretta, and then what do I replace it with? Sierra and Perna. And once again, I utilize Perna efficiently. So you'll see this in the videos. So once we're done talking here, at the end of this, I am just going to have it play through a few fights and leave it, you know, let you guys see the fights at the end. So as you can see there, once again, Wusa, Sierra, Perna, Rakuni, and of course Konamiya. Perna is on Violent, Beretta's on Violent, Kobold is not on Violent, okay? So I think it was Iraq next. Once again, you can see, again, we've got Kobold, Sierra, Perna, and Wusa. So this guy did the same thing, right? Let me just skip this. So this one was weird, because he banned Bernard. So what I wound up doing was just completely waiting for counters. Because this guy, I got rid of his McKean, and he replaced it with a Thrain. And I think he left the Thrain. Yeah, you see, he left the Thrain on the front line. So this one was really weird. I'm not sure why he put Thrain on the front line. But he did, and yeah, it definitely, he suffered for it a lot. Because essentially what I did was Rakuni, and then I just countered with Perna a few times. You know, I got like 3 Pernas out, and then I Sierra'd. And that was game, right? Now, here's a Conqueror here. This one was kind of interesting. Once again, you can see I went in, same team. There's the Wusa. And I'll just skip ahead so you can see. He got rid of the Konamiya and the Wusa, which you can see I got rid of his Wusa and his Ganymede. And I decided to go in on dots, right? Now, what happened with this poor guy is he actually didn't wait. And he transferred his first. And then I transferred mine immediately. So we both got our transfers at about the same time. And he's gone and transferred my Cobalt Bombs and my Perna against me. He didn't leave himself enough mana for Sierra, but it wouldn't have helped too much anyway, because I countered his transfer with my transfer. And I managed to time it properly so that all of the stuff went immediately back to him. And at that point, it was game over. Because he's no longer got anything else. He didn't have the clans, and even if he did, there's just too many Perna Flames on the opponent at this point. I hit him again with Perna, of course, and more dots. And it was over, right? It was just completely over at that point. Because, as most of you know, if you get, you know, if they transfer your transfer in a dot comp, that's pretty much game over. Now, this guy here was the only one that almost got me. He didn't ban anything. I'm pretty sure. This Dementor guy. So, I didn't expect that at all. Right, and I did get rid of his Wusa and his Tessa, obviously. And yeah, it was very unexpected. And I believe I just left them in the same spot. And he's put Perna and McKean there. Which was kind of... The McKean I expected, but he went to put more dots in there. So, yeah, I do have transfer. So it was quite strange. And that's one of the matches that we will be replaying soon, okay? And I think it's... Yeah, so we've got 2 more here. So this guy here... Let me just skip ahead for this. So he does ban the Wusa and the Beretta, of course, and I don't ban anything. He does have cleanse and transfer, so this one actually went really well for me. I'll have to actually. This might be the one. No, yeah, I don't think this is it. But this guy here, he tried to cleanse or transfer, and by that point he was already dead. Sadly for him. Oh no, sorry, he did change his spell card. Never mind. He got rid of transfer. That actually might have been where he messed up. We won't watch this just now. I'll show you the last guy. I didn't pause it in time. So let's just pop over to here. And... oh, yeah, see, that's why like I wasn't going into the games, because now we have to like scroll back down. Alright, here we go. And the last guy here, which is Splix. So, sad to say, let me skip ahead. You can see he banned Kobold and Beretta. And what do? I replaced with another dot unit. Now, obviously, I didn't ban anything. Once again, you see my positioning, right? So, my positioning is important here. I moved Raccoony to the front, even though Raccoony and John in the endgame are really strong. He's using a bunch of single targets. Quite dangerous. And, but yeah. Woos is not very helpful against the single targets in general. However, once again, Perna Flames, Sierra were the main goals for this. I basically just threw everything down to please Perna, please work for all of these matches. And that's the general gist of my strategy here. They usually try and get rid of the dots, at which point I bring in Perna, then I Raccoony, Perna, who is on Violent, do Perna again, of course, if I can, or Konomiya, and then Perna back. Now, Konomiya is not on Violent. However, I have seen people have success with Konomiya on Violent as well, so I could put them both on Violent and potentially do a lot of harm. But that is also a lot of mana, and in the meantime, the single target units will eat through most of my front line. Again, this guy only has Cleanse. Cleanse not very useful for dealing with Perna Flames because you have to cleanse it twice to get rid of it, right? So this is the general gist of what I did for the matches, and yeah. I'm gonna leave it there, and I will show you guys. I'll just let the matches play in X1. We'll start with Splix, and then I'll go through Dementor, and then I'll show you this guy last because this one was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it's the right one, where he just kind of has a bad time. All right, I will catch you guys later, and yeah, enjoy.